So I'd like us to begin by taking a few deep breaths. We're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through the mouth. And ideally, it should be about 4 seconds in, gently hold, and then 4 seconds out. So breathe out all the air in your lungs as best as you can. 4 counts in. Gently hold, and 4 counts out. Okay. You can breathe in between if you like. And now we're going to just do one more. Let's see if you can take more air into your lungs. Breathe out first, and 4 counts in. Really fill and hold, and out. Well done. One more time. Breathe out and in. And hold and out. Okay, I'd like you to get into a seated position, preferably not lying down. Just sit comfortably, and I'd like you to close your eyes. Just take a few deep breaths, getting comfortable in the position that you're in. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to sort of gently ease my muscles because my muscles want to move right now. So I'm just going to move my shoulders and my neck. Just gently stretch the arms, keeping your eyes closed, and just sort of listen to your body and just kind of give it a stretch here and there in your seated position. And then your body will naturally settle. So you can go ahead and pause this video if you need to do that for a bit longer. And when you're ready, we can start. Okay, so my body is settling now. So it's always good to do the stretch beforehand. And just a few deep breaths as you allow your body to settle into your seated position. So you can comfortably start our visualization exercise. Okay. So I'd like you to begin by imagining a pet. Now, if you don't have a pet, just imagine a cat. So I'm going to use the image of a cat. You can use an image of whatever you want, but make it something that is familiar to you and make it something that you know what it looks like and you know what it feels like. So I'm going to use the image of a cat. I have lots of friends with cats. I don't own one myself. So that's an animal that's very familiar to me. Okay, now I want you to imagine that you are looking at this cat. So first we're going to use our visual sense. So you have your own eyes, but at the same time, your mind has its own version of its own eye. We call this a mind's eye. So you're seeing this cat. Well done if you can see it. Now your real eyes are closed. So what did the looking? It's your mind's eye. So just get comfortable with this sense, this mind's visual looking sense, and look at the cat and be aware of what angle you can see the cat from. Are you looking at it as if you're standing above? Or is, I like to call it the camera, is the camera more towards the cat's eye level? Now I want you to begin playing around with where the camera is. Now remember, if you are seeing a camera or seeing an eye, that's not your mind's eye because something is doing the looking to look at this picture of an eye. So if that's happening, just take a deep breath, open your eyes if you need to at any time, and you can always start again. And you're just looking out of it. So see the cat's face. Now let's see if you can rotate your point of view to see the cat's side. Maybe kind of go down to the cat's level. If you want, you could even go around the back, look at its tail, round the other side, maybe over the top of it, see the cat's head, kind of like a bird's eye view, and now come back to its face. Now, some people see every stage in between, like the camera is panning, and other people, their mind's eye likes to jump. It just goes from the front to the side, to the back, to the top, to the front again. No matter which way your mind did it, it is all okay. Try and just have reflect a little on what your mind is doing, and just sort of take mental notes on, this is how my mind did that, and just sort of be aware of how it is that your mind is processing this information. Okay, now we're going to our feeling sense. I want you to imagine you are sitting. So feel the floor if you can. Are you sitting on carpet? Now I'm going to use a lot of feeling words now. I'd like you to take your imaginary fingers and put it into this imaginary floor. What material is it made out of? Is it carpet? Is it a wooden flooring? Is it smooth? Take a moment to feel the texture of the floor. Now I've got carpet, so I'm just going to sort of brush my fingers into the carpet there. You can take your time and imagine whatever floor you like. Just take a moment to sense how it feels. Feel how it feels. Feel the temperature. Is it warm? Is it cool to the touch? Now I want you to imagine that this cat is coming onto your lap, and then you're giving it a little stroke on the head, or maybe a little pat. Feel its fur. How does it feel? If you find that the image keeps changing, you can open your eyes anytime you like. Just take a few deep breaths and you can start again. Remember, everything that's happening is in your mind and cannot hurt you. Remember, you are the creator of what you are imagining. So if your mind's eye is not listening to you and is conjuring different images, or images that are sort of glitching, you can choose to practice more by opening your eyes, just relaxing, take a deep breath, and then going back into it. And you can pause this video to do this as many times as you wish. So, hold the image of the cat in your mind. Now this time you're just giving it a good stroke and a pet and feeling how that feels. Now take a note as to whether your feeling sense is stronger or your visual sense is stronger. Okay. Now I want the cat to meow. Make the cat meow. That's it. Now can you hear it? Or is that a struggle for you? Don't force it. Just allow your mind to create the image and the sound, and if it doesn't, that's okay. Make a mental note as to how easy that was, or how difficult. Make it meow a few times, maybe it's purring. Can you feel that? Can you feel the cat in your arms? So right now my cat is in my arms like this. I'm sort of stroking him with his head on my shoulder, and he's purring, and I can hear it, and I can feel the vibration of his purr. Really nice. And he's kind of swishing his tail there. Take a moment to just notice what your cat is doing. Can you feel the weight of him? Can you feel the weight of this cat on your arms? How comfortable is it to have this sense? Can you hear him? Can you see him? Do you have a combination of all three? Or do you find that when you shift your focus to one thing, the other sense subdues? And that's okay. Play around with it for a little bit and see what your mind likes. Do that now. Well done. Okay, We're going to move on to another sense now. We've done sight. We've done, we haven't done smell. Okay, so if you're comfortable and if you want to, sort of put your head close to the cat and see how he smells. The cat can smell very fresh, and if you don't want to sniff your animal, then you can put the animal down, and I want you to imagine conjuring up something that smells lovely. It could be flowers. You could have a perfume bottle in your hand, a favourite scent if you like. You can spray it in front of you. And I'd like you to take a deep breath and just smell. Maybe it could be some food that's your favourite. Decide on one thing, create it, and smell. For some reason, what I received, I smelled leather from a brand new car. Wouldn't that be very nice? There we go. Now I'm smelling flowers. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually receiving information, which is kind of not very great for this video right now because I have a very active imagination, and I receive pictures all the time, and I believe this is my communication with source. So if you find that you are receiving images that you didn't create, just take a moment to notice that too and feel what that feels like if that is happening to you. Which thoughts are yours and which thoughts came from somewhere else? Nothing to be afraid of, it is all natural. Just be aware of what your mind is doing and just go with the flow. This is supposed to be fun. The final sense is the sense of taste. I'd like you to take a deep breath and erase your picture. You can do that in several ways. You can imagine taking a big board rubber and rubbing off your picture, or you can just dissolve it into golden light. Whichever way the construction comes, make sure the picture disappears before you start your new one. Imagine something that you can eat. Something with a strong flavour. See if you can taste it now. Try a lemon. If you don't like that, it can be chocolate, or it can be a favourite food that you like to eat. How does that taste? What's the texture like? Now, the sense of taste also comes under your feeling sense. So this is your mind's imaginary body that's doing the tasting and the feeling, not your mind's eye. If you can see it, that's okay too. Make a mental note as to how easy this is for you. Take a minute to taste the food. And I'd like you to reflect again on whether your predominant, most comfortable sense is the visual sense or the feeling sense. So take a moment. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to do a free visualization. Visualize whatever you like, and just have a look at whether the seeing sense is predominant or is it the feeling sense. You can have a play with the other senses too if that's comfortable. You can pause this video and take a moment to do that now. Well done. I'd like you to take a deep breath and delete the picture. You can use the board rubber method or dissolving the picture in light, or whichever way you feel comfortable. And once you've done that, you can open your eyes. Well done. That's the end of the exercise. This should give you a really good sense as to how your mind works, and is going to be great because this will inform you as to how to go ahead with the meditations on this channel. Well done. This is Conscious Humaning here, and see you in the next one.